He used to be Who Rod Aaron for other reasons. Now he's sitting there talking about tipping. Aaron goes out to bars and don't even pay for drinks. He steals them. So
that is true. Shout out
to somebody if you stealing drinks.
Hey,
got tipped for that. The guy who bought the drink tipped him. Hey. And then once I steal the drink, the guy got to go back and buy another one and tip him again. I say when that's
you
better than Reaganomics.
You should just walk in. Right when you walk in, just give a fucking bartender $6 and say, thank you for your service, and start stealing.
Hey, shout out to New York.
And there's still no proof that I was stealing drinks.
Shout out to New York bars for having a 4 p.m. curfew.
There is proof you still that once.
Shout out to 4 p.m. curfew in New York. It allowed Aaron to steal drinks for 2 extra hours.
hey, those drinks got me drunk enough that I convinced what were they, Swedish or Norwegian or something? Some European chicks to buy me food at some bodega.
A big part of our show is our Cutty Corner Shoutouts. Cutty Corner Shoutouts derive from this trip to New York with Adarius as our host.
Cutty exists, man.
Cutty is a real person. The Cutty Corner Shoutout is derived from the fact. Adarius. Yeah, I know. Adarius was.
He couldn't get me through a goddamn screen door that was missing the screen.
Adarius was paying like the double rent just to try to get through with this nigga. It's like, goddamn. Hey, so. We go to New York 2010 spring break. Me and Aaron, we all fly into New York, right? Adarius is living out there with 3 other friends from the Bay Area, all do music, all do spoken word, all performance artists. And so they're on a tour like in Pennsylvania. And so he's like, y'all have the house to yourself for like the first like 2 days. We get into town and like we get herb from Adarius's lady. She had some imported stuff from California. Nice.
Perfect. New York.
I feel like we were there for like 5 days because we went through.
No, we were there for 8 days.
Oh shit, we was there for a whole week. I don't remember.
You were there for 8 days. He didn't even know.
Shout out sponsorship.
We didn't go to work on Friday. We were there.
Oh shit, I don't remember this. All right, so the first like 3 days, like they were gone. Anyways, we get some Cali weed from his lady. We walking around Times Square like lighting up joints. We just walking around not tripping. Like we probably could have got arrested because everyone we talked to living in New York was like, what are you thinking? Why would you do that?
I said, man, this is what I do when I come to New York. Light that shit up, Jared. I told Jared, light that shit up.
Aaron was telling me like that shit up. I was like, let's get around this corner real quick.
We good. I've done this before in Times Square. Light this shit up.
Hey, so we walking around smoking weed. We basically burned through the weed in a few days.
Yeah, we did.
Adarius, before he gets back on this trip, so it might have been like the first 3-4 days they were out. So Adarius hits me up. He's like, hey man, yeah, like if y'all out, my lady didn't got any more right now, but you guys could hit up my other dealer, my New York dealer. It's this dude named Cutty. And Cutty is like, Adarius, what was he? He was a Jamaican or was he Islander?
Yeah, he was. He was like from, I don't know. I think he was from like Tobago or St. Lucia.
Tobago.
He was like Mr. Happy Jamaican.
Hey, he looked like he was like a Caribbean version of Leon from Above the Rim.
Pretty accurate. But he wore colorful colors. Like he wore like colors.
Yeah, he wore colors like it was still the 90s and he was listening to Tony and Feel. Like he was listening to Tony It Feels Good. Like it was still 92 and he could wear those loud ass colors.
Like he definitely had a Nautica jacket every time I saw him.
Anyways, Adarius tells me about he had like 100 McNuggets in Pennsylvania, like crazy shit. I was like, that's crazy. And I was like, Adarius, we need weed. He's like, I got this homie named Cutty. He's New York local. It's more expensive and it's way more bammer. Pretty much. And I was like, I appreciate it, Darius. We're going to get it. So we get this herb from him, and it's like $100 for basically like a quarter, which is like, in Cali it's like 80. Yeah. You know, you can get it for 65, 70 at that time. But it's like, all right, we're going to spend 100. Like, it's just like, it is what it is. We're in New York. But we get the weed, and it has seeds in it. And I was like, man, I had seeds since college. So I was a little bit disappointed. I was like, seeds since college. I was like, hey, man, like, oh, I can do a little better than this. But I was like, it's all good. And then we roll it up and we smoke it. Aaron,
Yes.
How would you say the weed hit you?
It hit me the same way.
Pop.
It hit me the same way oregano hit me when I put it in spaghetti. That if it wasn't for that huge bottle of Wild Turkey, I probably would have been the most sober I've ever since the day I was born. I was like, man, what the? Are we smoking shit yet? Like, I'm wasting breath right now. Like, I don't have asthma, I don't have allergies, but I feel like I should because we're just wasting my fucking time right now. Usually I'd be like, oh, let me drink this beer and smoke this weed to even me out, which it never does. But you just say that shit because you watch a lot of Training Day. And you hang around the worst of the worst in LA, right? But then you smoke Cutty stuff and you're like, man, what the hell was that?
Darius, how would you describe Cutty's weed?
It was popping, literally.
Yeah, the seeds are probably popping all over the place.
Hey, what happened when you... Darius, you had a story about a Cutty blunt that you smoked.
The house fire?
You started a house fire with Cutty's weed?
We don't know, but we suspect it could have been Cutty.
It was one of the seeds. It was one of the seeds. Bruh, it was one of the seeds popped
You don't
out.
know about the house fire?
No, I don't know about the house fire. I don't even know about this. Hey, shout out to house fire.
My room caught on fire. Like the corridor leading out to the like where the gas and electrical like little area is, all that shit caught on fire. Now, I used to smoke outside, but I would like walk through the corridor to this little side door to go smoke. And yeah, one day I was just in my room. I had just smoked like maybe an hour before, not an hour, probably like 20, 30 minutes before. And I was in my room. I was like, damn, it's kind of smoky in here. And I just kept typing. It's like, damn, it's getting real smoky in here. Like, man, that weed I smoked is really lingering. And then I opened that door, and there was just a fucking fire. Like, I was like, whoa! So I like kicked that shit out, put some water on it, it didn't go out. I got my roommate, and they put some water on it, and it still didn't go out for a second because like it was all sparking and embery.
Oh shit!
And then finally we started beating that shit out, and then it ended up going out.
Oh, that's all
like
bad. It sounded like an oil fire to me, grease fire.
Sound like Cutty.
You don't know.
Sound like Cutty.
I think I left the Cutty joint, the little the roach, and that shit popped and just hit
It set a spark.
Oh, no, man.
I think Cutty will pour Wesson cooking oil on his joint to try to get it to burn longer.
I think you're right, man. Cutty is, his name is Cutty for a reason. He never told me his real name, so I assume that he's just a Cutty.
Cutty.
It's assume he's a pastor of some church or
Yeah. Hey, so the story behind Cutty is he was a herb dealer back in New York, and it was unsavory and unfavorable weed that we attribute to this dude. So our Cutty Corner shout out spawned from the fact
his weed led into me getting that middle school desk in Chinatown.
that was the other weed.
Oh, that was the other
That was
weed?
before they got back.
Oh, that was the good weed.
Yeah, that was the good weed.
Right, you're right. The
Cutty
good weed
fucking
led
weed.
to me getting a desk in Chinatown, and look, because of that was my seat on the subway. And taking that shit all the way back.
Cutty was a good guy. He gets bad rap in these shout-outs, but he was actually a good guy. He had a daughter. He just would do like Cutty things, and I think that's how he gained it.
He's just the kind of Cutty.
He would literally do Cutty shit. Like one of the most Cutty stories, he was like, "Can you take me?" He said this too. He usually always met me at my roommate's car, or I would meet him at the train station. Like if I'm driving, I'd drive over to his house, or if I'm coming up to work, I'd meet him at the train station. Well, this time I had my roommate's car. He was like, "Hey, are you driving or are you in the car?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm about to swing through in the car real quick. I'll be there in a second." And so usually he sits out my window. We chop it for a second. He gives me my shit, takes his money off the seat, he bounces. Well, this time he gets in the car. I was like double parked. He's like, "Can I get in?" I was like, "Cool." We were chopping up. He's like, "All right, here you go." And then he like looks around the car. He looks out the corner. He's like, "Hey, is it cool if you just take me around the corner?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." He was like, "Cool, it's on Nostrand, same block. It's just like a 2 or 3 blocks away." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, I got you." And we buckled his seatbelt, started driving. And I was driving this nigga for like an hour and a half.
To
He
where?
had me take to Home Depot. He had me take care of his fucking daughter. Then I dropped off his daughter. Then I took the nigga home. I was like, man, this is work, bro.
Did he hook you up with like another pound of weed for that time you wasted?
He did not at that time,
Because
but
it takes a pound to get high.
he got his top shelf. And he would charge like crazy money for his top shelf. He was like, I'm gonna hook you up. He gave me the equivalent of like a $3 bag of like some pretty decent like sour diesel.
Yeah, all
And it
right.
was like 2 nugs. Not even a nug. It was like 2 leaves.
This is one blunt. I want one rib and one blunt.
One real.
Hey, yeah, shout out to Cutty. Cutty is our inspiration for our Cutty Corner shoutouts, where we complain about what doesn't work or things that frustrate us. It is all inspired by our shared stories about Cutty and the fact that Cutty was, you know, just Cutty. Sponsorship.
Definitely just Cuddy.
Shout out to Kelly. Hope we never meet.
Hey, let's get back. Yeah.
That's how you know Brandon life is going good. Like he's on a good moral path.
I could buy another Volvo. I can't meet a Cutty, though.
I buy a shitty Volvo out there.
Hey, shout out sponsorship to all the things we talked about.
It's time.
We're burning now. God, if you let it in, hell. So cold and bleeding now. I'm in with it, man. Gonna let you down. He had sex with my mama. We're broken people now. I just said I need a Becky Adams.